Hey everybody, it's John from iMedia, and I am super excited today because we are getting close to launch, where we can have, the temperature kiosk also integrated with the My Lobby system, where you could have your COVID questions and the temperature data all in the My Lobby platform, and where all the data will just reside in one place and you could see it. So it's a lot easier to manage. You can track, you can trace, you can call up that data anytime you need it. And I'm just going to give you in this video kind of a workflow of what would it look like for an employee that's coming in to sign in. And so I'm super excited. So we're going to walk through real super quick, and let's do that, and to zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Let's do that now. And I think we'll just take this and okay. So what's going to happen is, so if I'm an employee at your organization, I'm going to click on employee. I'm going to enter my full name, my 4-digit password that I've been given at the time. It's like any password that you easy to remember, and that you can have it. Just in the case of there's two, Mary Smiths in your organization, we need to identify them. So we need some sort of unique identifier to make that happen. And so then they'll be brought to the COVID questionnaire. They would then take their temperature in the kiosk, and they would frame up, grab their temperature, and of course, it's either you're good, you don't have a temperature, or you do have a temperature. And the cool thing is that we can send a notification to that compliance person in real time. So as soon as it happens, they get an SMS on their phone, and they say, "Oh my God, Priya has a fever." And Priya at the is told right at the station it says here, "Priya, you have an elevated temperature. Please stay where you are. Management will be contacting you momentarily." And so she's communicated. So then, there's an opportunity for management to come in, security, whatever it might be, to make some accommodations for Priya. And then it can also print a badge. I mean, it's not, that's totally optional. Let me see if I have a badge here with me. But basically, it'll print out a badge letting know that she has clearance. And again, that can be turned on or off. But what if the challenge could be is a lot of people are coming in maybe at their shift at 7 o'clock in the morning, and this could be a bit of a bottleneck. That's very, very true. And so what we thought of was a way to utilize resources that your employees already have, and simply is their own mobile device. But it can't take a temperature, so there has to be a bridge that puts those two together. But let's walk through it together. So the first day of orientation, when we sign them up, they're going to get an email or some sort of way to get this on their device. So let's say it's an email, and we have a lot of different ways to do that, but we're not going to get into that right now. So when they have it, they can actually bookmark it, and it'll right on their mobile phone, because they're going to be using this every day. Even when they park their car, they can start filling it out. If you have a lot of questions, maybe if it's 2 or 3, maybe it's not worth it. But I could literally be standing away, or not even entered, back here somewhere, be answering these questions that you see. No, I have not been traveling for the last 14 days. And then I could step in front of the kiosk to take my temperature. But what bridges this with the actual device? And it's this random code that gets generated. And this random code gets generated so that we're 100% sure that it's Priya L that's getting her temperature. Because what's going to happen is that here, it's going to say, "Hey, have you completed the pre-screening questionnaire?" And if she says yes, well, she's going to enter her code that she got right into the device. And so then the same process as you saw before, she's going to get scanned, and she's going to either pass or fail and get that information sent off to the back end, like I showed you before, and it'll populate directly into something that's this. We blurred out a few just for privacy, and this is what that data will look like. It's time stamped. They're not entering any time because there's a time right on the actual device. And and again, if they forget their phone, no problem. We already showed you the more traditional way, and underneath here, or if she didn't do the questionnaire, there's a big no button, and we'll follow this arrow and to what we already showed you guys right here. So she picks an employee, so on and so forth. And everybody else can still sign in here, whether they're a visitor, a contractor, making a delivery, whatever it might be. We can customize all of this. And of course, you can customize these questions that you're asking on the back end as well. And that's for another time. But again, I'm super excited to be sharing this with everybody. And because I think it's going to alleviate a lot of pressure, a lot of human resources that are being used to do COVID screening and temperature taking. And and so I'm quite pleased. At the end of this month, it's going to be coming out of October 2020. And so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.